Hi folks, I'm Ron Schrock from Riverstone. Today we're going to do a little product tour on our 42 FSKG Legacy Series, which is our high-end toy hauler fifth wheel. Let's go take a look. Here we are inside the front kitchen in the 42 FSKG, and in this particular floor plan, the kitchen is the star of the show. Humongous. You got so much room to move around in this. We're using a 60/40 double well sink on it, detachable faucet comes with the thing. We try and use as many name brand appliances as what we can. So you've got a Fisher Paykel dishwasher comes with it. You get the large Insignia range and cooktop, 4-burner cooktop. On this particular floor plan, we have a center range hood, which really kind of accents this whole room. Using a Samsung 18 cubic foot residential refrigerator. Humongous amount of storage space inside of this. Like I say, you can have 3-4 people up here in the kitchen. You're not going to feel like you're on top of each other. Plenty of room to move around. Tons of cabinet space comes with it. You're going to be wood core on everything that we're using on side of this, just stained wood. You've got solid surface countertops. The Calcutta countertops come with it. Plenty of lighting. The microwave is standard. You can option into the convection if you want to. We end up doing that on quite a few of them. I haven't seen any other units in the market that have got this amount of storage space up there in the front kitchen. Like I say, you've got dual slides with this thing. When it opens up, it is the star of the show. Another feature on the Riverstone trailers is the fact that you're going to have zone heating and cooling in it. So standard, you're going to have two 15,000 BTU AC units. In most cases, we'll option in a third 15,000 BTU. So with the zone, that means you can have your air conditioner turned on higher or a lower temperature in the bedroom than the rest of the trailer if you want to. Same way with the heat, where you have a 40,000 BTU furnace comes standard in every Riverstone and Riverstone Reserve unit. So you shouldn't have to worry about climate control when it comes to our units. We moved down to the living room section on the 42 FSKG. A few things I wanted to point out down here. Large 65-inch TV comes with this thing. It has also got a DVD player that comes with it. We're using JBL for the whole sound, speakers, the whole 9-yard stereo on it. You've got the large fireplace that puts out some serious BTU, changes colors when you've got it going, so it's a nice decorative piece. Really gives you a good ambiance in here with this false front wall that you put in. Furniture-wise with it, on this one we opted to just do one pull-out couch with it, which you have on this side. I've got two different interior colors. This would be the lighter of the two. And then opposite is something that is a little bit unique to us, where you're putting a desk in here. Now you can put a second pull-out couch if you want to. Those will both lay down at the same time, but we're building a large percentage of them with the desk for the people for extended use trailers, like having a place to sit down, get on the computer, take care of paperwork, whatever the case may be. Lots of windows all the way around in these slides. You've got day-night shades that come with it. They're all going to be dual pane windows when you get to our Legacy Series unit. So these things are very comfortable, temperature controlled. They're about as well insulated as anything you're going to find on the market. Recliners on your theater seats with the thing. You've got the breakfast nook up top. And then we're using the Firefly one-touch control system, which the panel we'll show you at a later time. But you can individually work the lights and different things, and they're labeled on here. And it is going to be all wireless. So just for convenience. A lot of times you see buttons on the wall on these RVs and you're not sure what it goes to. Those things are going to be labeled as to what the switch is going to be working for. And then you've got the ceiling fan that comes with this thing along with the light. Tell you what, folks, it's about as nice of a living area as you can find in an RV, and our users, this is our #2 selling floor plan. So as far as how popular it is, for people that need to take the toys with them, this is the unit for you. Here's a quick peek at the new Firefly integrated control system that we're using in the trailers. The thing I like about this is how easy it is to use. When you get to where you're going and you want to get to the slide outs part of it, everything is going to be color keyed. It says extension retract. So with the color key, you know exactly what you're doing, where you're at inside of the unit. You go to temperature controls, 3 air conditioners in the unit. You've got the separate control switch for all of them. When you go to the lights on the unit, if I can get to the lights on the unit, you've got a master control switch, so you can turn them all on and off with one touch, or individually control them just by hitting a button. Taking a look at the bedroom on the 42 FSKG, when you're inside of this thing, you don't even realize you're in a toy hauler. The only time you're going to know you're in a toy hauler is when you're looking at it from the back end of the trailer. So the bed is put on a slide mechanism. You can raise it up. The bed itself will be the only thing in this room that moves. Everything else is going to be staying in place. Got a large bed in this thing, a lot of storage space all the way around on it, easy access to 110 USB plugs. On this unit, I've got the cadet heater mounted onto the wall, so if you get one of those mornings where you don't really want to burn any LP, it's not that cold, but you want to take the edge off, you can just use the cadet electric heater with it. Full-size closet on the one side, decent sized depth inside of that. With the Legacy series, you also get the Dyson vac, which gets mounted into that closet, and pull-out drawers underneath on the closets. All the Legacy series, well, all Riverstones in general, are going to come with a stackable washer and dryer. We use the Splendide washer dryer. That's going to put in the front closet. You've got a 40-inch LTD TV that comes with the thing. We're using Connex for it. And then underneath, we used to do a second fireplace up here, but we had feedback from the customers and they said they wanted to try and max out the storage space in it. So we turned that into drawers and little closets up front too, underneath on the shelves on the thing. So quite a bit of room to move around for just having this part used for the slide underneath. You still get a nice sized bedroom that comes with it. Standing inside of the bathroom right now on the 42 FSKG. First thing you're going to notice is you've got a true residential look on the shower that we're using in this. Big pan at the bottom of the thing. You've got the nice looking backsplash type style tiles going all the way around in it. A guy who is full size, so someone up to like 6'6" isn't going to have any problem taking a shower inside of one of our units, and you're not going to be bumping your elbows every time you're going to wash your hair. There is ample room to move around in there. Dometic porcelain toilet comes with the thing. Good size vanity up front, full length mirror, not full length, half length mirror up in the front end. Plenty of storage space beneath. I think this is a unit that you can use without feeling too restricted on the inside. Here we are at the back end of the 42 FSKG, so the toy hauler part of the unit. The first thing you're going to notice on this is I've got a nice low angle on this ramp door, so you can get pretty much any bike that's up there up into the back end of the toy hauler without having to worry about low bridging when you get to the transition point on the unit. The ramp door on this is going to be rated 1,000 pounds per wheel with a max rating of 3,000 pounds. But what we tell people is 2,000 pounds is max capacity because that's what the back end of the toy hauler is going to be rated for. So 2,000 pounds up and down the ramp, you're fine. 2,000 pounds inside the trailer when you're pulling it, you're fine. If you remember when we were on the inside, the bed was in the down position. When the bed is in the down position, you have 58 inches from the floor of the trailer up to where you're going to be hitting right there. So most bikes, once again, the handlebars are going to be fine getting underneath. A lot of the trikes, you're going to be fine with it too. Your dimensions on this thing totally, you're going to be 66 inches in width, 110 inches from the front of the ramp to the back of the ramp, 58 inches when this is down, and a full 7 feet when it is up. So should be big enough to put a lot of stuff back here. All you have to do to raise and lower the bed is hit the button. Okay guys, we're going to take a tour, a walk around here on the outside of the Riverstone 42 FSKG Legacy package. Before we do, I want to tell you what makes Riverstone a little bit different than everybody else in this fifth wheel industry. And for us, it's like the special sauce that separates us from everybody else, and that's the construction. It's just like playing a sport. You've got to have a strong foundation, you've got to be good in your fundamentals before you can specialize in something. With us, every Riverstone unit is going to have a 12-inch I-beam that we're using for the construction of it. Strongest way of building a trailer, 12-inch I-beam is about as big as you're going to find in the RV industry. We're not using a laminated wall, we're using a 3-inch thick hung glass wall in every Riverstone and Riverstone Reserve trailer that we build. If you're out shopping on someone's lot, that's a question I would ask. Is this a 2-inch laminated wall or is it a 3-inch hung glass wall? We're about the only ones that can say yes as far as if the question's asked if it's a hung glass wall. We're using a Diflex roof on the Riverstones on the exterior. The nice part about the Diflex roof is you don't have to treat it with chemicals before you caulk the roof on the top, because it will adhere to the Diflex. But we also are eliminating all the seams because we're wrapping the edges around the outside of the thing, so it's a seamless roof. Heck, we use 1/2-inch plywood up there for roof decking. That's what people are using on the main floors of their trailers. On the main floors, we've got 5/8 tongue and groove plywood. The Riverstone uses 17.5-inch H-rated tires. Ask your dealer that. Pretty much everyone else is using a 16-inch G-rated tire. More rubber meets the road. You can handle the weight that's in the unit. It's going to last longer for you. It's going to run cooler for you. That's just a few of the differences you get when you go to the Riverstone brand. Now, starting at the front, on the Riverstone trailers, we're using the Trail Air Ride system as an option in these things. That's going to help smooth out that ride for you when you are pulling the unit down the road. We offer 4 different custom paint jobs. The one that we're looking at here is that's called our Blue Thunder. That probably was our #1 selling paint job last year, but I'll tell you what, the other 3 are nothing to sneeze at either. As I mentioned, you got the high gloss finish with it, 3-inch thick, and you can notice when you open up the door and see how thick that sill is going to be around the door sill or window sills. That's where you can tell that the difference as far as the depth of the walls themselves. The thicker it is, the more we can get that fiberglass spun insulation in the wall, the better it's going to handle all season or extended camping inside of the trailer. So we also are using the fiberglass spun insulation in the underbelly of the unit. I'm also using the Astrofoil stuff in slide rooms and front cap and the ceiling and in the rear cap on it. Fiberglass front cap on this. Riverstone also, on the Riverstone and the Legacy packages, we also have a molded rear fiberglass cap. A lot of people are just using a flat panel for the rear wall on the thing. We do that on the Reserve series only. Everything else is going to have 2 caps with it. The slides we're using, all the smaller raised level slides are going to be electric slides. They're going to be the Schwintek system. When I go to the big flush with the floor main slides, those are going to be hydraulic slides, so they can handle more of the weight than what the electric slides do. You've got 40-pound LP tanks that come standard with the unit, all the way down from the Riverstone Legacy all the way down to our Reserve package. Most everyone else is using tandem 30-pound tanks. Less trips to go fill up. Full passway storage. The size of this is going to vary depending upon the floor plan, but you can put a ton of stuff in here. The Legacy package also comes with a full water manifold system. Comes standard with it when you go to the Legacy. The nice part about the water manifold system, if you're out camping in the middle of nowhere, you hit a sink leak or a toilet leak, you can actually go to that water manifold, bypass the water on whatever it is where the problem is. You don't have to cut your trip short to go get the thing fixed. When it's convenient to you, when you get back home, then get it in and get it fixed. We are using keyless entry on all the doors. They're all going to have their different codes for them. And then also, the nice part about this is everyone in the industry is pretty much going to it, but not all of them have the strut for the Lippert one-step deal. Takes the weight out when you're opening and closing this door. Makes it nice and level for the customer. Another feature that's going to be fairly unique to Riverstone is the size of the entrance door. People don't think about it, but if things do go wrong, if you need to get a piece of furniture or an appliance out of that coach, you don't need to drop the slide out of this thing to take whatever it is out and put something new in. Our doors are wider than anybody else's that's using them in the industry, and you can actually use that door to take appliances in and out. Moving down the coach, as you can see on our toy hauler unit, the 42 FSKG comes with triple 7,000-pound axles. Like I say, they were 17.5-inch H-rated tires. Now on our non-toy hauler models, This is going to be a tandem axle unit where I'm taking it up to 8,000 pound axles. But in the toy hauler where you're putting that kind of weight in the back end of it, good idea to have the triple axles. Didn't really point it out up front, but you're going to have the 6-point auto leveling system, hydraulic that's going to come with all these things. It's a beautiful thing. You open it up, you hit a button, you hit another button, it will level the thing for you. When you get to where you're going, inside of 2 minutes, you can start throwing slides open and you're ready to do some camping. This particular floor plan also has a full passway storage all the way through from the back end as well as the front end of it. So you're picking up a ton of storage space. A 50-inch exterior TV on the toy hauler models. It'll be a 40-inch TV on non-toy hauler models. That is an option. But we end up doing it on probably about 90% of this floor plan. As you can see, you've got 2 large awnings that come with it. Every one of the Riverstone models is now set to the point to where I can get 2 awnings. So you're not going to have an entrance door that's not going to be covered. You got a nice place to put the chairs outside, put the table outside, and do your camping thing when you get where you're going. And obviously, for the people that are looking and interested in this particular floor plan, it's not a vacation for you unless you've got the toy hauler in the back to take the bike, the golf cart, or wherever it may be with you.